weapon in his armoury that we saw in the game against Dennis Ovens was the monster checkouts. He hit Dennis Ovens with a 152 out shot when Ovens led in that game. And the 152 was absolutely crucial halfway through the match. He also took out a 101 in the penultimate leg as well. Ovens didn't play anywhere near his capabilities, but he wasn't appalling. And Roith did enough to take him out with those two big checkouts.
Yeah, the 152 was a killer for me. Went 2-0 down, got back to 2-2. Did Dennis, left a double. And that 152 straight in the solar plexus. Well, bucket of nails there from Barney. Smile on his face.
Yeah, just to see what the crowd do here. And Roith is a much slower tempo than Barney would like. He wants to win the game with Say, and Ronnie backs the tempo, doesn't he, so they can both get into a rhythm of throwing. This guy won't let Barney get any kind of rhythm going, I don't think.
And that's right, he'll just play his own game. A slower player holds his down all the way down the barrel, if you can see. Players throw it from the front near the point. His hand all the way down the barrel, takes his time. He won't be rushed. Best of 19, certainly 59. The distance in Barneveld's favour. Plenty of time to get into the game.
That's into the treble. 110 left. So in command of the first leg, RVB. And he really will be expected to get through this game without any kind of fuss whatsoever. Phil Taylor up next. And the final game of the evening should be a belter with Colin Lloyd taking on MBG, Michael Van Gerwen.
Certainly would be a surprise, wouldn't it? If he did get anything out of this. Well, doesn't need to go the bull route. Well, he's on Wi-Fi too, is Roith, and he took that out earlier. Double six. 80. Well, Roith on 152. He's already hit this. Dennis Ovens, if he's watching this, will know.
And Dennis must be thinking, why didn't you chuck your first dart there? Because Ovens was left on double top, wasn't he, in that leg? Would have gone 3-2 up, probably, and probably would have gone on to win the match. And on such fine margins, first to 6 darts matches are decided.
Well, that's right, yes. He was at a crucial time. Now, straight in there for Barney.
Second leg is
starting. Point for a great leg, but he'll take that. He's got the point on the board. Well, right, he's hitting the treble now. Didn't do in the first leg, but he is in the second. 180 for Roith, making sure Barney knows he's there.
That's his first of the tournament. He didn't get one against Dennis Ovens. He did hit 640s though. Averaged in the mid-80s, 86 and change, which he will have to up considerably to beat Barneveld. Barney averaged 98.32. Hello. Well, Barney hit a 9-darter in Blackpool against Dennis Ovens, which we've seen before. That's his 5th on English television. For Roith to hit one, I think you could have any odds you like with the bookmakers, couldn't you, was it?
Absolutely.
140.
Barneveld was an unbackable favourite, really, around about 33-1 on. So, if there is an upset, there'll be a few people getting their fingers burnt by burnt.
Yeah, maybe a shorter distance, but not
60.
Over 19 legs. Just can't see it happening. And Barney didn't play too great in that first leg, but still took it. Could even, well, another one to leave 161, which he gets. So he's on the finish. So Roith can't afford to make a mess of this 176 setup.
Well, that's awkward because it's blocked most of the treble 20 bed, and good effort, but it's not in.
60.
Yeah, the first time made it very difficult for the other two, didn't it?
61.
Started the leg with 4 treble 20s, and he may not get a shot at a double. Well, he might now. Another one of those.
125. Going to require
Well, to leave what was Barney's favourite double of choice, 36, for many years. He seems to have gone away from it a little bit now. Turned his back on his old friend. But Roith needs a treble. And nod of the head tells you that he's off target. This should be 2-0.
Against the throw. Early in the match. Really will settle Barney down. And there it is, straight in the middle of the bed. Barney is rumbling.
He looks to be getting back to something like the old Barney in Blackpool until being derailed by the power, by the Blackpool Tower, beaten 18-12 in the final. And has now lost 12 consecutive matches against Phil Taylor and hasn't beaten him now for 783 days.
Where did you get that statistic?
100.
Counted them all out and I counted them in again, as someone once said.
You're the sort of bloke that walks around with badges.
Do you know how many darts it would take to check out 783, was it?
I'm sure you're going to tell me.
14.
Excellent.
If you were Phil Taylor.
45.
What if he was me?
114.
Well,
60.
not had to go in top gear yet, Barneveld. Slowly but surely. Just digging away, taking the legs. Can get himself on that board early. Get the crowd cheering behind him. That's not a bad start. He's himself 161. He's already had a 170. And where's Newton today? Early in the game against Baxter.
To require 160.
Yeah, Barney is prone to coast through certain patches in games, so Roith will have a chance or two to get back in business. Now, treble 17 for another big outshot. Just pitched it over the top. Yeah, good darts to leave 24.
Yeah, fantastic setup by Roith there. And it can only set up and hope. Right, it's going to have 3 darts minimum
60.
at double 12.
Then to require 24.
Will be for a break of throw as well. 2 12s. Oh, across to 3 o'clock for double 6. No problem. Second time we've seen the dart in double 6 tonight. Barney hit it in leg 1. Fred Roith hit it in leg 3. 2-1, the Germans on the scoreboard.
Game on.
Qualified for the tournament via the European Order of Merit, via the 6 Players' Championships played in Europe, and it was the very last one in Holland where he reached the last 16 that got him his place in this tournament.
That's right, he's not a bad player. He's played a lot of years as a day member on the PDC circuit. I'm sure this will launch, we'll hopefully launch his career.
Yeah, it was regarded as a big upset when he beat Dennis Ovens, wasn't it? But he's actually beaten a few decent players on the circuit as Barney rattles up the first 180 of the match for him. Yeah, go and ask Paul Nicholson, Colin Osborne, Rob Thornton or Wayne Jones. They've all been beaten by him in Players' Championships.
That's right, all those 4 players playing in this tournament. So it's certainly, well, the difference being, I suppose, on the floor, not on TV. He's now on his debut, won a TV game, and now he's playing one of the top men. That's 2 from Barney, and just above. People were starting to think there.
Well, he's done it 5 times before on English television, and we saw it just a week ago against Dennis Ovens, but Bernd Roith is on fire here.
Well, a 180 in the leg for both players. Barneveld scoring very well in this leg, may not get a throw at the double. Roith on 96 to pull back to 2-2. Fantastic leg.
Got to hit a treble. No, it hasn't. Edgy couple of throws, to be fair. Well, that
60.
leaves 36.
Raymond should require 91.
Well, he surely has to go the bull route. Surely. He may go for 17s, but surely the bull is on. Well, he's hit the treble, so it's double top. Double 10.
81.
Barney,
On the wire.
yeah, his shoulders slump. Roith wants double 18. And this crowd, which will be very partisan, everyone knows about the rivalry between Germany and Holland in terms of soccer and other sports. They'll start jumping if he can hit this. Well, it's double 9. And that's